everyone of you. That is a profound statement. Health is a state of mind. Wellness is the state of being. So, with that, welcome to our Epigenetic Medical Educational Care Program, brought to you exclusively by Golden Ants Epigenetic Solution. And we are in the episode of 19, and it's all about health, happiness, well being for you, for me, and for everyone. And as usual, the following house rules, which is on mute, turn off video, and unmute. I guess there is no new participants. I shall move on. And as every week, there will be a medical talk with our chest epigen consultant. And today, there will be another interesting topic which our chest epigen consultant would like to share with you all, to discuss with you all. And the topic is really, in fact, I myself do not know what is going to be the topic we are doctor going to discuss about it. So stay tuned with us. You'll be hearing very soon. And as usual, I'm Nesuraj for both Golden Hands Epigenetic Malaysia and India. And to talk about Golden Hands Epigenetic Solution, why us? What we do? For that, I shall call upon Arshita to give a brief introduction about chess. Over to you, Arshita.
A very good evening to everyone. Now I'm going to take a short note on preventive care. Preventive care is essential for maintaining a good health and preventing the illness and detecting the health issue earlier. Here are some of the key aspects of the preventive care. And the next, we are going to see the types of preventive care. Primary prevention, preventing disease before they occur, like vaccination, healthy lifestyles. And the next one is a secondary prevention, early detection and the treatment, example like screenings and the checkups. And third one is a tertiary prevention, managing a chronic condition and the preventing the complications. And what are the preventive care services? Health checkups like regular exams, blood pressure, and the cholesterol monitoring, and the screening cancers like mammograms and the colonoscopies. And the next is the vaccination. So vaccination like a flu, HPV, COVID-19, and other recommended vaccines. And the next one is the dental care, regular cleanings, checkups, and the oral health educations. And the mental health, screenings, counselings, and the stress managements. And next one is the nutrition and the wellness, which are healthy eating guidance and the fitness advices and the lifestyle coachings. And the next one is the benefits of the preventive care. Early detection, like identify the health issues before symptoms appear, and the better health outcomes like improved treatment and effectiveness and reduce the complications. And the cost of savings, like reducing healthcare cost by preventing costly procedures. And the increased productivity like maintenance of good health, reducing absenteeisms and the presenteeisms. And the improved quality of a life, the enhance the overall well-being, energy, and the happiness. And the tips for prioritizing the preventive care. Schedule regular checkups like stay on top of health maintenance. Know your family history, like understand the genetic health risk and adopt the healthy habits, balanced diet, and the regular exercise and the stress management. And stay informed, like learn about recommended screenings and the vaccinations, like taking control and advocate for your health and ask questions and seek to the guidance. And what golden hands we do, like we do like a optimized wealth prevention care and the epigenetic guidance promote the overall well-being. like diseases prevention, like earlier plan, reduce the health checkups and empowered health. Individuals take control of their epigenetic health and diseases promoting and personalized health management. This is what just we do. Now we are here over it to the Naisrat sir.
Yeah, Arshita. Thank you, Arshita. So can you stop sharing, Arshita? What? So this is what, as what Arshita said. This is what why us and what we do. And on top of it, the 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 fundamental of JAS is we are dedicated providing you with the best possible healthcare, and with three C's of epigenetic correction, which is cellular correction, root cause correction, and metabolic correction. This is all about preventive healthcare for you, for me, for everyone. With that, why epigenetic correction is a new frontier or in medical science. And what you all need to do is just VCG, visit, consult, and get corrected. And to talk about JAS, we started in the year of 2000. We are now in 2024, 24 years in preventive healthcare and wellness. And we are closing to celebrate our 25 years of anniversary. And for that, I should thank our founder of Golden Hands Epigenetic Solution, Professor Dr. Prabhu Kumar, for his untiring hard work, passion, dedication to build our Golden Hands Epigenetic Solution. A brief introduction about him. He has 36 years in medical, 15 years in ENT, 14 years in brainwaves, 9 years in epigenetic. He has done various analysis, research, human energy field, and air analysis, water analysis, toxic metal, and in all about human cells. On top of it, he has been a motivated speaker, guest speaker for many wellness company and hosting medical seminars. And not even that, he has been one of the International Academic Advisor Committee of European Wellness. And this is some of his accreditation, accomplishment, and achievement in Malaysia, India, and globally. And this is our team of experts for both Malaysia and India. And on the other hand, Dr. A.N. Selvam is in charge is based on India. He too accumulated tremendous experience in terms of in medical and also an epigenetic consultant. He has been a guest speaker as well. His accreditation and accomplishment as well. So without further delay, let's hear what our Epigen consultant has to say for this week's topic on medical talk. Over to you, doctor.
Very good evening to all of you. Thank you, Nessa, and thank you, Harshita, for giving a brief introduction about what we are all doing. Well, today's topic, something, if you all look at, the topic is all about journey beyond a disease. Now, what do I mean by journey beyond a disease is, most of us, what we are all doing is the moment we get a disease, we get stuck with the disease and then we start looking at solutions for the disease. But if you look at the disease by itself doesn't happen overnight. There are a lot of steps by which a particular disease process goes on. And then finally, only when we as doctors pick the disease, it's already maybe 2 to 3 years and or maybe a little longer than that. So here what has happened is we all have to look a little beyond a disease. That's how we from Golden Hands are like the bridge. Now, if by chance you already have an existing disease, it doesn't matter. What we do is we'll go, you can call it as a reverse engineering, where we go behind and then see what's happening at the moment of time in your body through the cellular analysis. And then from there, we pick up the signals of your cell. And then we start rectifying those metabolic disturbances, which in turn will correct your disease process. Now, the good news is either the disease we can stop, number one. Number two, we can prevent the complication of a disease. And number three is probably we can make a full stop with that particular disease and the complication related with the disease can be prevented and thereby have a healthy lifestyle. At the end of the day, we all are looking at healthy lifestyle. We talk a lot about preventive health care, but at the end of the day, what are we doing? Are we putting efforts to go beyond the disease and then look for it to move forward? So this is what is today's topic is going to be, the journey beyond a disease. So saying that, now what exactly is a disease? It's a very simple definition. You just split the word disease as dis plus ease. That means your body is out of being ease or being comfortable. That's all. That's when you get a disease or you feel that there is a disease. But still, the disease is something which most of us think that it is not reversible. And we think that once a disease sets in, that's it. That means we all through our life we are supposed to be taking medication. Now, especially if you're a diabetic, especially if you're a person with blood pressure, you will think that once you're taking some medication, all through your life you're supposed to take medication. I would say no. Now, why do I say very confidently no is we have reverse diabetes for a lot many patients, number one. Number two, at least we have brought down the requirement of medication in these particular people who have been on medications. And other than that, we have brought them out of many, many complications. And in that way, we have fantastic, I at least personally have fantastic experience with not just one or two. It's almost 9 years I've been in this field of epigenetics, and it is giving a lot of, I would say, insight of every human being is a different, I would say, a different chapter in my life or a different a challenge in my life. So in that way, it is not that just because I am already in here with 9 years of epigenetic, but 36 years of my medical, I know everything. No, I still feel I'm learning a lot. So coming to this particular, I would like to share one beautiful experience which is happening in the past 3-4 days. Now here I was referred by one particular very good friend of mine. This girl is 12 years old. And suddenly the parents felt that her heartbeat is going a little fast. They just checked her pulse. They have a pulse oximeter and they check the pulse. And then, especially when she's sleeping, it goes up to 140. So they were a little concerned. Why is my daughter, having a very high pulse rate, which is not normal? But they didn't come to me directly. What they did was they went to the hospital. And then, of course, in the hospital, the doctor said, okay, now because this is something to do with cardiology, so you better go and see a cardiologist. So they did all the blood test and all, everything was normal. So they went and met a cardiologist. What the cardiologist did, but how do we know when is the heartbeat going up? They said, the only way is we can fix a machine to you, holtogram, wherein it will record your heart rate for 24 hours. Now, this is what they did. But after 24 hours, the doctor saw the graph and then he said, yes, 100%, the child has got supraventricular tachycardia. That means, of course, at times the heartbeat goes beyond the normal limits of around 160. Now they finished everything there and then they called me and said, doctor, this is what the doctor is telling. So I asked them, what is the treatment module they put? They said the doctor has put on a tablet called Concor, which is normally we would see patients who are undergoing angioplasty or a stenting procedure or bypass, they would be given, or even people with high blood pressure, doctors put them on this particular medication. And what the doctor has told the client is, that it is a BP medication, blood pressure medication we are putting for that. Of course, see, you just imagine a normal, as a parent, when the doctor says that I'm putting your child on a BP medication, why they will think twice, right? Why is she on BP medication when her blood pressure is not high? So they were very, very concerned about what to do. Now here was my role. So I told them, okay, fine, not to get worried. Let's do a hair analysis. So this is where the hair analysis, yesterday I did the hair analysis and you won't believe from yesterday until today morning, I've been reading about all the deficiencies and that which in turn relates to the supraventricular tachycardia. And this child, can you believe, had a fungal infection, number one. Number two, she had a post-virus infection, post-virus situation where there is some virus inside and then she's not fully recovered. Number 3, she has vitamin D3 deficiency, then vitamin E deficiency, then folic acid deficiency. And other than that, there were sodium deficiency. Sodium, you know what, salt. So that means there is some electrolyte imbalances as well. And she has iron deficiency. Now, we all will be thinking, what has iron to do with supraventricular tachycardia? Now, can you believe when I went and read about it? Now, this iron actually affects something called the electron transport system in the chain. It affects, and that in turn can give rise to a supraventricular or tachycardia where the heartbeat goes up. Now, this is when a deficiency of iron can give rise to a heartbeat which is much higher. And a deficiency of vitamin E can give rise to a heartbeat which is higher. This is number 2. Number 3, vitamin D3, once again, it can give rise to a heartbeat which is faster. So when I correlated the whole situation, it was all nutritional deficiencies, which is the main reason for this child having this kind of situation. Now, I'm not denying that on the other side, what our regular cardiologist has put out, it's a right way of treating that thing. So what now the challenge is, I already started the child on this particular nutraceutical, and I know within a month's time, I think she should be able to balance herself and then be able to recoup from this main problem. And then I don't think we need to put her on the Concor medicine, which is supposed to be for the blood pressure or reducing the heart rate. Now, this is how in our epigenetics, what we do is we go to the root cause, and from there we pick up the signals of your body, and then we start correcting them step by step. Now, one thing I need to definitely let you all know that epigenetic correction is not a one-day process. Sometimes you may have to wait for 2 to 3 years before you even see a lot of changes. But between 3 to 6 months, you will definitely feel the change, and you will definitely see the results. Now, in that way, in fact, I had, even today, I met one of my client who had psoriatic arthritis and then an autoimmune disease. So I am treating him for almost 2 months now. After 2 months, I see when I retested him, there's a lot of fantastic improvement in him. There's a lot of positive things happening in him, and patient by himself also says that he is able to see some beautiful changes. Now, one of the biggest challenge in this particular client I noticed was lead poisoning. Now, when you have a lead poisoning, how is it going to be thrown out easily? It's not an easy job. Now, this is where I need to give something wherein it goes inside and then picks out that particular iron or whatever the lead poisoning or mercury poisoning and then throw it out. Now, the moment the heavy metals are removed from your body, let me tell you, 80 to 90% of our job is done, because once heavy metals are taken out, your body signaling system, the cell-to-cell signaling system, everything works wonderful. Your hormone starts working wonderfully. There is a lot of balance happening. But if you have an hindrance wall of all these heavy metals, you won't be healthy. So this is where what is happening in the regular medical practice is we don't go into all the details of what heavy metals you have, what kind of nutrition deficiency you have, and then, how do we correct them? All these we don't look into. But here in epigenetic, we go very detailed. It looks very basic, but let me tell you, this is one of the important things. Every human being, you have a disease, you don't have a disease, doesn't matter. But you all need to check yourself with the epigenetic factors and then correct it over a period of time. Let me tell you, you will be so healthy, and it will be just beautiful for you to live a state of, I would say, a beautiful, blissful lifestyle. A blissful journey we can have. But if you are already with the disease and you're going on popping medication and medication and medication, and there is no end result of it, and of course you will be getting frustrated with the situation that you're just taking medication. Here, the only alternative opening for you is epigenetic correction. And so you need to do an analysis of the epigenetic factors, and then you should have the patience of correcting it step by step. Now, that's where we come into the picture, and then we will assist you step by step. And it may take, the first 3 months is something challenging for me as well, because your body will speak. I need to listen to your body, and I need to correct it according to the requirement, and then definitely your journey will be much more beautiful when you start correcting step by step. Now imagine 50 trillion cells in your body, and then you just imagine the kind of problems they go through, and then we don't recognize that. We only see a big disease, and then there is a title given to the disease, and then we just go on treating that without any aim where we are proceeding. It's like, tying your eyes and then you start walking. You don't know where you're going. So we all need to know what we are doing. So that's where our health plays a very, very important role. So this is where the epigenetic plays a very important role. So you need to look beyond the disease. Now, many of us will be, this is a very, very simple question. In spite of all our, I would say, our internet facility with the electronic media, with the digitalization, and with the artificial intelligence, I think today things should be much easier, isn't it? But what is happening? Most of us are confused. Why? Because there's a lot of information there. So too much of which information are you going to take? There are thousands of people. You just put diabetes there on the Google or even in the artificial intelligence AI chatbot, everything will come out diabetes. Now, which one is you? Which is the one you will slot in and know? Okay, this is what I need. This is the guidance. We don't know. Now, this is where we, from our golden hands, we have committed ourselves that we are going to educate the people, irrespective of the number of people come there, irrespective of people they pay or they don't pay, it doesn't matter. For us, from the heart of our, I would say, the base where we want to help more people by educating. Sometimes I'll be telling my staff here, even if nobody comes, I'm going to give the presentation to you both who are working for me. Listen to me, that's it. So at the end of the day, it is something very easy, provided for you to be healthy, you need to practice every day. You need to practice it and you need to listen to your body. This is where we all would request you, listen to your body. That is how you will be able to move forward. Now, we all know that little drops of rain make a mighty ocean. But what does it mean? Now, this is where little steps, whatever you take for your correction of your it can be an epigenetic factor, or it can be disciplining yourself, or it can be looking for becoming much more healthier. Doesn't matter. Start today. Then slowly, stepwise, probably a month, 2 months, 3 months, then 6 months. You will see that after 6 months, when you look back and see, you will be amazed. Now, this is another personal sharing I wish to do. My big B12 has been quite low all the time. For almost 3-4 years, it was very low. I tried taking injection, nothing worked up. And then what I did, I detoxed myself. Now, the one of the good news was after I detoxed with the heavy metal detox, that is when my B complex injection started working. Can you believe by B complex from my bioquantum machine, it was around 6,000. Now only it has come to around 10,000 after 3 to 4 months after detoxing myself. These are all personal experiences which I go through. This is where we are very, very serious when it comes up to our clients. We are double careful. We are very, very, I was dedicated to see to that we give the best for them. So in other terms, what I would like to let you all know is patience is the only way you all can attain a good health. That is where you can see some difference. But what we all do, most of us, is we all start doing window shopping, and we'll be talking to all the people under the sun who are not even medical doctors, but you will ask their opinions and their suggestions. But at the end of the day, what will happen? You have to decide, what do you want? You want to be healthy, speak to the right people and then pick up the information. At the end of the day, make a decision. Yes, I want this. I'm going to go for this. Because at the end of the day, it's your health. You need to work towards it and then you need to work for it. So what is happening? This is something I think it's something to do with the habit. When you're talking about habit, what we are looking at is habit, and habits are something which is very, very common in our journey of life. So what you do is you just remove the H from the habit. There is still a bit of it. Take out the A, you still have a bit of it. You take out the B also, it is still there. So sometimes if your habit, what you developed from your childhood and as an adult, you still have it. It will be there. But The good news is, whatever steps we are taking, whatever we do in our journey of life, definitely there will be changes once you start changing your habit and then looking at a different angle of our journey of life. Things will change and things will start working in a different way. And health is no way different. It is also a situation where you all need to work on cultivating some good habits right from the day, early morning you wake up until the time you sleep. You have to. So now what's that balancing of our habits? What do we need to do? Now, this is something I do not know, but most of the time as a medical doctor, I will ask all my patients, what time do you wake up? And can you believe, even now it's quite strange for me when people come and very proudly they will be telling me, Doctor, I wake up at around 8 o'clock. Some people even shamelessly will tell I wake up at 9 o'clock. I don't understand how you can on this planet Earth wake up 8 o'clock. No way. This is something absolutely, it's not an acceptable habit for a human being. You just see the animals down there. You see the birds down there. They wake up early in the morning, whether you like it or not. By 5:30, 6 o'clock, they are out. They just fly, go on for kilometers together just to find their food. And then once again, evening, they'll come back and come to the nest. Like in my house, where we stay in a ninth floor condominium, you won't believe, I have a lot of beautiful sparrows and pigeons, but sparrows, especially early morning, 5:30, you will see all of them. It's around 30 to 40 sparrows in my plants sitting down there building a nest. They all will fly away. And until evening, 6 o'clock, none of them will be there. But 6 o'clock, sharp zoop, everybody comes back, and then, they all will go sit in the branches, and you won't believe they'll be all sitting in pairs, something so beautiful. When you see how come nature, they don't have a GPS system and they don't have anything to look for, and they don't have a phone to call up and ask, hey, I have missed my road, can you please tell me how to go to my residence at Dr. Prabhu's place, which is on the ninth floor. They don't have any communication of means for them to even look, but the birds come back here. Now, this is such a beauty of the animals, which are supposed to be five-sensed animals. Now, birds are definitely much lesser. Now, you and me we are all six sense human beings. So how evolved we are all, how much better we are all compared to this. Now, don't you think we all have to wake up in the morning? Now, this is something you have to make it a habit. Whether you work, you don't work, it doesn't matter. Wake up in the morning, go back to bed a little early, if possible by 10 o'clock. It's good. But in today's world, people will have all the excuses under the sun saying, no, doctor, what to do, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. But after that, what happens? See, one thing I want to tell you, waking up in the morning and then, waking up early in the morning, there is something very important for you to change. That is your circadian rhythm. There is a very beautiful rhythm God created for all of us, whether you like it or not. Just like the sun rises early in the morning and then sun sets, right? Now, is there any changes in this happening? No, isn't it? It's been there for so many millions of years. It's the same. And even like it's in the morning, then automatically you get the night. So there is up and down. Automatically, it is all going on. But for you and me, human beings, there is nothing like that. We do all the wrong things under the sun and then expect the right thing, right results. And then we expect disease-free life in our journey of life. Sorry to say, it will never happen. So waking up in the morning plays a very, very important role. Now, there is something I would like to share is, what do you like whenever you wake up in the morning? What is the first thing when you wake up in the morning you do? Are you going to complain or are you going to compliment? Or are you having a gratitude? If you see, most of the people will complain. They say, yo, it's so hot, yo, it's raining outside. Yo, should I go back to the work? No, this is how we all wake up in the morning. Definitely the complaint mode, when your mood is not fine early in the morning, your whole day will be also be more or less like. But the moment you wake up in the morning and you feel, hey, I'm alive today, I think that's something amazing. I'm waking up in the morning today. Thank you so much for the universe, God, or whoever you want to say thank you, please say thank you. But I would always say thank to my soul, because without my soul inside, no point in thanking the God outside. So what I do, I thank my soul inside. I say, hey, you're there in my body today. Thank you so much. And I am awake today. So please guide me. and show me the way. And thank you so much. So I thank all my parents, my life partners, my children, everybody, on my clients. Thank you very much. And then I wake up and then start my work. Now, what you can do if you are waking up early in the morning, of around 4:30 in the morning, you can start doing some meditation. And then after that, maybe around 6 o'clock, go for an exercise. Exercise plays a very, very important role in your health. Now, whether you like it or not, a lot of people talk about exercise, and then a lot of people say, I'm a doctor, I'm going to exercise. I go exercise every day. So when I ask them what kind of exercise, they say, I go for walking. How many kilometers of walking? They'll say 3 to 5 kilometers of walking, or 10,000 steps also they will walk. But here I want to let you know, if you're talking about exercise, your brisk walking must be average of 6 to 7 kilometers per hour. That should be the speed. It is not a gay walking wherein you casually, like a jaywalking, right? You just casually 2 to 3 kilometers per hour speed. No way it is going to help you. Neither it's going to help you in any way for your improving of blood circulation, or it's going to help you in any way. So now you have to decide. You want to do it properly. Otherwise, don't do it. What's the point in just going on telling everybody I'm going for exercise every day in the morning? So in the exercise, there are a few things you need to look into. Number one is when you're looking at something to do with cardio. Why do I say cardio? Is basically you need to increase your heart rate from your normal 80 to 120 and maximum 130. It can go up to that. So do you know how many times you need to increase your heart rate per day? Per day, you need to increase your heart rate to 120 to 130 4 times in a day. This is a standard protocol. Now, how many of you do that? This is where, if at all, if you stay in a condominium or anywhere where you have steps to climb up, please use the steps. Don't use the lift. Please use the lift, your steps to climb up. Very important, number one. Number two, if at all, if you want a healthy spine, your healthy knee joints, you need to definitely do half squats. That is another very, very important exercise. Other than that, you need to definitely lift some weights. Keep your muscle toned. Keep your muscles strong, very important. Keep your ligaments strong. And you need to be flexible. Now, if you are supposed to be flexible, just going to the gym and lifting weights is not going to help you. The only way you can help yourself to be more flexible is, number one, you have to practice yoga, especially the Surya Namaskar. If you can do it minimum 10 to 15 in everyday time, I think that is fantastic. Or even weekly 3-4 times, do some 10 to 15 minutes of yoga with different postures and make your body flexible. This is very, very important. And then you need to start it up as early as possible. That means as young as possible, start doing it. Make a routine, make a habit of it. And then coming back to what kind of breakfast are you going to have in the morning? This is also something everybody will very coolly say, Doctor, I'm having my bread. Now, if you can't be having white bread and expecting a very, good nutritious kind of early in the morning. You can have I would prefer you need to have a fresh fruit juice is good enough. Number one. Number two, you can have some proper oligopeptide protein drinks. It can be peptide protein drinks or the oligopeptide protein drinks. Now, what is the difference? A protein is a bigger molecule. The simplest way I can give you is milk is around 220 hertz of the molecule size. So if you're talking about peptide, it'll be around 100 to 150 is your peptide. But if you're talking about oligopeptide, it's between 4 to 20. That means it's a very, very small molecules are all called oligopeptides. So oligopeptide proteins are all fantastic nutritional pillars for your, not only for your muscle, for your whole body is very, very important. Then coming back to your work schedule, what is your work schedule? How clear is your work schedule? All these all pray. I'm not going to go into the details of it. So basically, what's your routine? Are you totally glued to your WhatsApp, your Facebook or Twitter? And then you just imagine, you just start scrolling one thing. I would say definitely we will be spending nothing less than 1 to 2 hours on that. At the end of the day, where are we going? We are doing nothing. We are only reading all the postings of other people and then finally forwarding it and then doing what? Absolutely only the Facebook, WhatsApp. Those guys are making some money out of it, and then they make the money and then they run the business. But for you and me, it is because free, we feel everything is fine. So what is the final situation for you to close your day? How do you want to close your day? So when do you have your break, your dinner? How early is your dinner? Then after dinner, what time do you go to sleep? And how happy are you going back to bed? Maybe you had some challenging day. it's okay. So what, say thanks for the challenges, and then what you need to do is go further and then start working on the what I would say is uh, you need to go to bed at least peacefully, happy, blissfully. You need to go to your bed, and then probably you can do some prayers and do some breathing exercise, and then finally you should be able to go to sleep. And then I think most of us, if we start cultivating the right habit of going at a particular time and not watching your mobile phones, I think you should be able to go to sleep as early as possible. For me, sleep is absolutely not a problem. The moment I hit my bed, I'll go to sleep, and early in the morning we wake up. So this is a practice which I have been doing. So I think you all need to have a proper balancing of your habits is very, very important. This is how you will be able to move forward. Now, other than that, any new thing coming into your life, now, this is something very, very different. Now, suddenly someone will come and tell you, hey, I went to Dr. Prabhu, and then they are talking about epigenetics. Yeah, it's something new. You won't know about it. If you don't know about it, what is the only thing you can know? Go to the Google, search for it. What is it epigenetic all about? And then, of course, you can put your diseases, whatever disease, it can be diabetes, blood pressure, autoimmune disease, anything, put there and then find out, can it be epigenetically corrected and helped out? Or can we assist your body with epigenetic? You will get all the information there. But in spite of all that, if you still have a doubt, you still can call us up and then fix an appointment. And then we are there to give you all the guidelines on what exactly is the picture. So definitely, I don't give any rosy picture. If anybody comes with a particular problem, we don't give you any rosy. We don't give you any assurance saying that this will happen, that will happen, because every human being's body is different. What we can do is, once we do the analysis, that's when we will know what exactly is the problem, and then we'll exactly tell you. We are very, very transparent in letting you know what exactly is your problem and where we can help you and how your body can respond and how you can help yourself. At the end of the day, you need to help yourself. So at the end of the day, what happens is, if something new is coming, at the end of the day, you have to decide whether you want it to pick it up or not. It can be anything. But what I always will tell is, if someone is going to come and tell you, like for example, today when I was talking to my client, suddenly she came and said, Doctor, I'm giving black ginger to my daughter, and then this is what I said, fine, black ginger is good. But the question is, I asked her, how scientifically it's going to help your child? In what way it is going to help your child? Do you know anything about it? Because someone told you it is good for your health, you're just blindly taking. Now, you as a parent, you need to go down to the details of what is that particular product. Now, people can have come down and tell you there are thousands and thousands of multi-level marketing products available, and they're also good. I don't deny that. But at the end of the day, you need to go down and then check it up and then find out, and if necessary, give it a try. But you will have thousands of friends around you who will be going on telling you, hey, do you know that this is a new product coming? It's fantastic. This person was totally bedridden for 10 years, 20 years. Now, suddenly after taking this tablet, they're jumping and walking around. So what you will think immediately, yeah, this is something fantastic, miracle. But when you take it, nothing will happen. This is something you need to understand, that everything doesn't work for everybody. It's a different ball game. Now here we need to be very, very specific. What works for your body is only through epigenetic we can pick up the signal, because this testing is your cellular function. We are picking it up. So there is no other alternative. We are not actually giving you some information, just guessing game. There is no guessing game here. We go pick up your this one, and then we are specifically, it's a targeted medical practice. Epigenetics is a targeted medical practice. Only thing is, not many people know about it. That's why they feel, oh, this is not, it won't work for us. All this will be there. But for me, let me tell you, in my 9 years, it's fantastic. I can't let go this particular beautiful situation of helping people, to reduce their disease issues or to reduce the medication, to reverse certain situation, make people healthy. See, at the end of the day, epigenetic is making people healthy, optimizing your existing body, which is probably working at a little lower level. Then the moment I give you the epigenetic correction, you become optimized. Now, this is something we all need to understand, is optimization is something very, very important, which in our normal medical practice, we don't do optimization. What we do, we just treat the disease and that's it. After that, what happens? We are not bothered. And we have a standard protocol. We just follow that. But here in epigenetic, what we do is we go very detailed and then start correcting everything bit by bit. But the good news is your body is manufactured by the creator so beautifully that it will do everything what it requires to make itself correct. For example, I'll just give you, these are all simple things you all need to understand. Okay, you eat one carrot in the morning. Now, do you tell your body to, okay, in the carrot, it got vitamin A. Do you inform your stomach and tell, okay, this vitamin A is coming in, you please absorb and then, take the nutrition and then you go and do your job. Nothing, right? Your body picks up everything what is necessary for the body. The remaining what is a waste, it throws it out. This is what your body does. And your body is so intelligent. And you and I, we human beings, we think that we have one brain inside the skull and we think that we are the most intelligent being. Let me tell you, your intelligence is nothing before a one cell. Your one cell intelligence is 1,000 times better than what your real intelligence as a human being you are. So we are such a tiny, tiny atom on this planet Earth, but the way we think and the way we feel that we are something high profile guys and we think that we can do everything. No, your one cell is an amazing universe by itself. This is something very beautiful. So what you need to do is anything coming to you, please look into it, go and pick up the information, or if the right person you're getting, please get it, get more information and then you go inside it. And today we are all living in cities. So definitely we are all facing full of challenges, absolutely challenges. With what? Number one, the challenges is, even though, for example, I live in a city here in Malaysia, what is that? Can you believe the water system, the drinking water system is such lousy? We will get brown color water. Your filtration system is totally gone. How many times we need to change, this is but we are all living in a city. We can't even get a proper clean water system in a city life. This is everywhere. In Malaysia, we are facing this problem. But what we do, we put one filter outside the house, one inside the house, and then we double filter everything we do. And finally, we get some clean little water. Now, this is a challenge. It's just water I'm talking. Just imagine the vegetables and fruits, what you're getting. It's all full of pesticide. If you're talking about food, it's full of additives. If you're talking about canned food or ready-made foods available, once again another problem is same with all the additives, and we don't know what kind of this one they use to even pack it and how they are packing. Nobody knows. Okay, fine. I want to order the food. So you order the food also, what happens? You do not know this guy in the kitchen down there in the restaurant, what kind of, whether he's clean or not, we don't know. What kind of oil he's using, we don't know. What kind of flour is using, we don't know. Now, this is how today we are all challenging. We face these kind of challenges in a city. But just imagine around 50 years ago, we were all probably in the villages or even in a city life. But our journey that time was our ancestors, especially our grandparents, they all used to cook food every day, freshly prepared. Afternoon, freshly prepared food we used to get. Once again, night also very freshly prepared. But today you see here, they prepare one day and then keep it in the fridge for 4-5 days and then going on reheating and reheating and reheating and then eating the same old stale food. What kind of health can you get? You definitely cannot help. See, at the end of the day, we all have to question ourselves. Why are you living on earth? You question yourself. By living on earth, is it of any use? Are you be useful to anybody else? Now, forget about anybody else. Are you useful for your own self? This beautiful body God gave you, you're born on this planet Earth. What are you doing for this body? What are you doing for your kidneys? What are you doing for your liver? What are you doing for your heart? What are you doing for your brain? Are you contributing anything to them? So first thing is you need to contribute to your own self first. Then only you can contribute to the other people in the society, in your family, everybody. But you become the most important person in your life. So what you need to do is please take care of yourself. With all the challenges, no, the city is growing. Nobody can stop the city. The city is growing. With the pollution, the number of pollution outside there is very high. The amount of radiation is very, very high. And the amount of toxic metals, very, very high. So we are bombarded with a lot of things in life if at all you decide to live in a city. It's okay. Let's live. We have to live, but it's okay. So what you need to do is you need to see what is that you need to do and then move forward. Now, This is something very beautiful, right? We human beings are supposed to be the most evolved, but I feel we are the least accommodative people in the world. Why is that? Because we can't, it's just a little bit, the temperature rises, we go on complain, "Oh, it's so hot, you cannot, without air conditioning, you cannot stay." And the most destructive species on this planet Earth. Nobody will destroy the Earth like this. It's a very, very sad state of affair for human beings, but we don't realize it. Now, why is this happening? It's because of the ignorance. It's because of the ignorance. We are all blindfolded by our belief system, the faith we follow. All the wrong teaching has been given to the people, and they think that they are all doing some great work. But no, it's an organized crime we people are conducting. And then at the end of the day, what has happened? We are destroying our own self, our own race. No animal kingdom does that actually, but we human beings are doing all the wrong things among our own people around in the name of either it can be in the religion or in the faith system. But at the end of the day, you're killing another person. It's a very, very sad state of affairs. So now here, just look back and see you're the most evolved being. So what you need to do, you need to protect all the other fellow beings. Number one. Number two, all the living beings around you. We are supposed to protect them. But what are we doing? We are doing everything opposite, even in fact, the animals are scared of us and then they will run away from us. This is what is happening. But at the end of the day, what are we supposed to do is number one, let's become humble and let's go with the universe. Let's go with this beautiful nature. See the nature. The moment you start going and seeing the nature, see the birds, see the animal, just observe them itself. I think half your problem is solved, and then we will be able to connect to that universe and say, yeah, I need to be I need to contribute something. See, one thing I always say is as human beings, we are here on this planet Earth to contribute to this planet Earth. So whoever is around you, do something. To the surrounding society, do something. So before you leave this planet Earth, leave some legacy of memories for the people to remember that, yes, this man was here, this woman was there. Yes, they did so much of beautiful things for this society or for the planet Earth or something. We all have to be a contributor, not a utilizer. But if you see 80% of the world population, we all use everything under the sun to the maximum. You won't believe the moment, for example, I'll give you the moment there is some shortage of bread. Just imagine early in the morning, you see the newspaper or someone in the radio station will tell today, I think because of the wheat is not available, so the bread will be, the stocks of bread is going to be a problem. You immediately see everybody will rush to the convenience store and pick up all the bread, and put it. I have seen like that, it's a very pathetic. Now, why are you so selfish? You want to take everything and keep it for yourself. This is what every human being does. And this is where we all need to change, and then we all need to work on something more common. Let me tell you, we won't die without eating. The universe is so beautiful. It will bless you. Somehow the food will come to you. You don't have to worry. Provided you are blending with the universe, your journey will be more comfortable. So, how do we thrive on this journey of chaos? So the only way is MYOB. What is that? MYOB is mind your own business. Now, this is something which I always say, look after yourself first. This is very, very important. Look after yourself, and then automatically you take care of yourself, your family, your close friends, the society, the relatives, everybody comes in. Of course, when you're comfortably, everything is taken care, your life becomes so beautiful and your journey becomes so beautiful. So saying that, how do we one of the most important part of our journey of life is epigenetic health is a secret to be healthy, wealthy, and prosperous. So it is going to be the future measure. Somehow in 2015, when I stepped into epigenetic, it gave me a feeling that this is going to be the future. That is how I went and did my epigenetic diploma and picked up the diploma, and I started practicing. And today I feel little, I would say, what is that? I shouldn't say use the word proud, but I feel very happy that I am able to be a contributor to fellow human beings who come with various diseases and the issues, but I'm able to help them to a little extent and they become much more healthier. So at the end of the day, let's work together with the epigenetic correction. How frequently do we need to do the epigenetic correction? For the first 3 to 6 months, we all need to correct it properly. And then once our body, what does your body speak? I will give you an example. One of the easiest thing is suddenly you wake up in the morning and suddenly, hey, today I need to eat carrot. Then eat carrot. Suddenly one day you feel, hey, I need to eat, brinjal, or maybe I want to eat mango. You will feel that, that means your body is asking for it. So what you do is listen to your body and start working towards that particular food habits, and then your body, everything your body will speak to you. You need to wait, listen, and understand your body's language, and you'll be able to do a lot of things. So at the end of the day, what we need to do is we need to have a very, very balanced is one of the most key. You should have a balanced lifestyle. You should have a balanced mindset. You should have a balanced dietary system. So for all these, you need to start working on your inner self. If at all, if you're looking at epigenetic, go read about it. Today in our Google, everything is given. Read about it. But if you're doubtful, we are always there. We will give you all the information. And if you want to correct your epigenetics, you should have patience. Nothing happens overnight. It takes sometimes 3 months. Sometimes like your gut system, it will take 2 years, 2 years for your gut to become healthier. On the other hand, your kidneys, we pick up the signal of your kidneys, whether it's healthy or not, well in advance. And to correct your kidneys, nothing less than 12 months to 24 months, nothing less than that. It takes a long time, but you don't have a problem. You pass your urine, everything, and you think it's fine. No, there are a lot of problems in the epigenetic. We pick the signals, and then you will understand only when you know that your body is so preciously manufactured that it's beautiful. So here, please join our weekly webinar. This is how we are able to give you a lot of information, and you need to spread this information to everybody so that at the end of the day, I think today whatever I spoke has been from my heart with my practical experience. And at the end of the day, the knowledge is the only one beautifully pillar for you to move forward. The more information you have, the more pillar for you, the more journey is more beautiful for you. And the more you share to the other people, the more is merrier for you. So saying that, finally, there is one thing you all need to do. You need to chisel yourself before. You please read this carefully. Chisel yourself before the universe chisel you to rectify who you are. Many times we don't listen. Many times we don't want to change. Many times we don't change the habits. But if the universe decides to screw you upside down, after that, you just cannot change your journey of life. And especially if you're 50 plus, let me tell you, life is very, very precious. Make it beautiful. Your post 50 years must be beautiful for you to live on planet Earth and leave the planet Earth as you wish and not die on planet Earth. You need to live at your will. So chiseling yourself is what? Epigenetic factors. Ultimately, epigenetic. You need to know what your body wants to speak. You need to listen to your body, what you want to eat, what you want to do in the morning, how you want to keep your mindset, how you keep your vibration. All these play a very, very important role in chiseling yourself. So please take care of yourself and have a wonderful week ahead by chiseling yourself with chiseling of knowledge. And then at the end of the day, I will see you back the next week once again with another different topic. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening and a wonderful week ahead. Over to you, Nesa.
Thank you very much, our Professor Dr. Prabhu. It was mind-blowing information that Doctor has shared. Wasn't it an interesting topic, dear participant? This is what our Epigen consultant all about. And now he has covered our entire in terms of body, mind, and soul. Now is the time for us to reprogram with good habits and further away from complaint mode. So, dear participants, now you all can unmute your device. Now is the time for you to ask any question that you would like to ask Dr. Prabhu. So now this session is for you now. Any question, dear participants? I guess Dr. Prabhu's message.
Doctor, I have a question. I'm Sonali from India.
Yes, Sonali. Very
I've
good
had
evening
a
to you.
opportunity to talk to you, doctor. Good evening to you.
Yes, Sonali, I know you're in Bangalore. You're in the
I'm
size.
in Hyderabad. Yes,
But right
doctor.
now you're in Hyderabad. But Amma told me you're in Bangalore, Satya Sai Baba's, this one somewhere there in
Yes,
near
in Muddanhandi. I'm the same
Muddanar.
person who spoke to you. My daughter is in Bangalore, sir.
All right.
I spoke to you.
All right.
So
All
my
right.
question, I have gone through the webinar. My question to you is, doctor, that once you start, you said the corrective measures can take about a year. Is this a lifelong thing that a person will have to take these nutraceuticals? I'm sure nutraceutical is for lifelong. I'm sure I understand. But then is it a complete all the time thing, or there is a possibility of the medications also stopping?
All right. Now, to answer you that question is a very, very simple way I would be able to put it across to you. Number one, you buy a car and you drive the car. And as you're driving, you need to understand that every 3 months, your wheel alignment has to be done. This is a standard protocol. You're supposed to align your wheels every 3 months. So the same way, our human body in the creation of God, every 3 months, things change in your body. So if I'm going to check whatever epigenetic factors, it will be valid only for 3 months. So you need to change. Now, when it comes up to nutraceutical, I would definitely recommend you look for the food. Food is your medicine. So only in the initial stage, for example, if I'm talking to you about vitamin C, I'm not going to give you vitamin C all through your life. Not necessary. You can start taking some gooseberries. You can start using the natural resources. So we are there only in the initial stages until we balance everything and then leave it to you. After that, you should listen to your body. You don't listen to us. You listen to your body. Your body will speak to you. Your body will tell you, you do this, you do this, you do this. Everything is guided. So once your body starts guiding you, you don't need me actually. You don't need me at all, because we are all intelligent beings and your cells are so intelligent, they will tell you what they want. Your body will speak to you. For example, a pregnant woman, suddenly she will start eating all the sour things like mangoes. Why is that?
Yeah.
Because she needs calcium, she needs iron, she needs folic acid. All is there in this bitter thing. That is how our body responds. In the same way for you and me, we all will have a certain, I would say, attachment to certain vegetables at certain times. Certain fruits, you will just feel like, hey, today I want to eat pineapple. I want to eat mango. You will feel it. So what you need to do is just pick up those, whatever signals your body is telling you, just go ahead with that. But of course, I would request you, maybe 6 months once or yearly once, if time permits, come and check your epigenetic factors. But if you can check, if you can understand your own body, you don't need my epigenetic factor machine at all. You don't need it, because you are an intelligent being. Your cell is intelligent. They will tell you what to do. So this is where we are only there in the initial stage to tune you up and then assist you with the nutraceuticals. Why? Because your body is deficient of those nutraceuticals. Like, I'm going to give you another very good example, Sonali ma'am. Number one, my son is a physically challenged boy. He is a muscular dystrophy. Now, he was born like that. He's 20 years old. Now, for the past 20 years, what am I doing? But for the past 9 years is more of epigenetic. But before that, of course, I was practicing preventive health care, his food habits, everything I used to monitor and give. But now today I have a machine. What I did, I do everything correctly. And then now finally out of the blues, almost, I think it was more than 7, 8 years, I did a blood test yesterday. I took him to the thing. Of course, as a parent, I was a little scared whether these guys will get the vein or not, all these problems. But finally we got the vein, we got. And you won't believe, his blood test, everything normal. Can you believe that? I was shocked actually. Wow, this guy is normal. So I can now proudly tell you it's because of the epigenetic correction and the food habits, what he does. Of course, for him, every month I will change the epigenetic factors, what I give him. 1 month I might give him omega-3, 1 month I will give him CoQ10, 1 month I will give you another vitamin, which is more important. So of course, as you told very rightly, sometime it's a lifelong. If you ask my personal opinion, for the past 25 years, I am consuming multivitamin supportive nutraceuticals. And today I'm very healthy. Why? Because I have been consuming it. But if you're thinking your food can give you that kind of nutrition, please go ahead and you can have that food. We have no problem. But at the end of the day, it's not a full lifelong thing that we want to. I don't want any of my customers to be my customer more than 6 months. That is one of the criteria when anyone comes in. We don't want, because I have better things in my life to do.
Yes. You also mentioned in your conversation that you have worked on autoimmune cases.
Correct.
I am talking here for my daughter who had an autoimmune episode in 1998. Sorry, 2014, sir. I'm sorry.
All right.
2014, and it is all the now we have done the blood markers and everything is in order, everything is okay, but she has this precipitate of the seizures, and it is they are optic seizures, as they say. It is just numbness on her right, doctor. You can't really make out that it is a seizure per se, but tendency is to have it once in a month, at least it
understand.
happens to
Okay.
her. So
Okay.
the most times we've observed it is in the Amavasya time is when we observe that she feels this discomfort. And nutraceuticals can help address this also, doctor?
All right. Like I did share this beautiful experience that this particular 12-year-old child with a heartbeat high. And then, today I picked up all the signals. I knew what's happening. So I think within the next 1 month, I will definitely share that information once we correct our. So in your daughter's case, now let's get back to you said use the word autoimmune, right?
Yes, doctor.
Now, what do you understand by autoimmune?
That the body itself is fighting
There is an
within.
immune system and there is an
Yes.
auto mechanism, correct?
Yes. Yes.
But was your body manufactured to be an autoimmune system? Like auto? No, right?
No.
Your immune
No.
will respond according to the requirement. Now, why
Yes.
is your immune system gone into an automatic mode? Who put it? It was a manual mode, right? Why did it go to autoimmune mode?
Why did it?
Now, there are trigger factors. It can be after vaccination. It can be due to heavy metals. It can be due to fungal infections in your body inside. It can be because of parasites. All these guys are quite dangerous, It's quite pathetic when we see that a parasite can create a lot of problem for you. And for example, it can be just omega-3 deficiency. Sometimes it's just omega-3 deficiency. Sometimes it's because of inflammation. Inflammation can be one of the reasons to trigger factor of the seizures. So now what we do is, it can be only after we do the epigenetic analysis, we will go very detailed inside and we can pinpoint and tell you why is this happening. Specifically, these are the metabolic problems. Then we have to go into the solution mode. What exactly are you going to give? Is it just going to be the nutraceutical alone, or is it going to be anything else? Are we going to take the allopathic doctor's help? But most of the time we don't go there because most of the thing is with nutraceuticals, it can be corrected.
Okay.
But it will be done step by step. We need to pick up. It is quite a big challenging job for us because as I told you, just this girl's case yesterday, from yesterday until today, 24 hours, I have I think scrolled almost around 15-20 journals. Now,
Yes.
as a doctor, I don't need to do all that, For me, treatment, I know. I can just go prescribe the treatment and send her off. No, but I feel it's my responsibility. If it's my child, don't you think I will go detail, see what it is and what's the best modality of solution I can give it to her? I take the full responsibility. Now, the parents, for them, what they just come to us as a doctor, they'll come and say, hey, doctor, this guy, this doctor is doing this, that doctor. I say, you can don't compare our profession with any other doctors because nobody is looking into the way what we are looking at. And of course, at the end of the day, we are all divinely connected with the higher beings. Now, if you're talking about Satya Sai Baba, he's a higher being right now for all of us. So we all can get connected at the right time, at the right place, and then he can guide us as well. As a higher guru for us, he can guide us what to do. If you and I are not meant to be connected, why are we here on this particular platform of Zoom? So energy-wise, we are connected. So there is something we all need to. So let's share this beautiful experience. And then at the end of the day, we leave it to we surrender to the divine. Let the divine knows what it to do. But I would surrender to your daughter's cells and say, you pick up and do the needful and I will assist you. Because the cell is a big universe.
Yes, doctor. She's right now in Hyderabad. Can I take her to the Hyderabad Center for this hair test tomorrow, doctor?
No, Hyderabad, we don't have the hair profiling machine down there.
Okay. Okay.
We already bought the machine, but we have not activated it because we have Germany has not given us the permission. It will happen only next month. So right
Okay.
now, the only active instrument we have is it in Bangalore.
Okay. So for how do we get initiated? How do we start this process, doctor?
Anytime
with
when
you?
she wants to go, you just let me know when she wants to go. My staff is here, Harshita. She is also here. What we do is we'll probably fix an appointment probably around 11 or 12 o'clock in the noon. So by the time she also
She'll have to go to the Bangalore center, right?
Bangalore center, yes, because we have everything down there.
Okay, doctor.
So once
She's
we
right.
do that, then she will send me all the reports online to me. Then I will take 2 days time for me to go through the whole thing. Then we all can sit for a Zoom meeting. And then we will discuss as to what is happening inside her and what are the things we need to do and how do we correlate all this problem with her present situation.
Okay. Okay, doctor. Tuesday, she flies back to Bangalore. Let me talk to her and understand if from the airport, if she can go to your center and then
Absolutely.
head to the ashram.
The
So,
whole timing will be around maximum 30 minutes to 45 minutes. We will finish everything and then she can go back. Only thing is after that, we all will be online, number one. Number two is after everything, once everything settles, then once I prescribe the medications, then she has to go back to the center or we have an option. We will courier it to you. That's it.
oh, okay. Okay,
So
doctor.
life is quite easy with today's advent of technology. We don't need to be
Yes.
personally running around. Only one
Yes,
time I
yes.
just need to see her. And from after the testing, if I need any blood test, I will let you know. Then she can get all those specific tests done. But before all that, if you can give me all the details of whatever test done, that will be an advantage for us. I will go through
I will.
everything step by step.
I will take the mail from Harshita email ID and I will have it mailed across to
Please,
you
please.
today.
We have our company email ID. Just send it across, then I'll be able to go through it at least before I even see her.
Okay, that will be very helpful. Thank you so much, doctor,
Thank you
for your
so
time.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nesa, take over, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Sonali. Is there any other question from other participants? If no, we can move on to our last session of our webinar. I guess none. So we shall move on to our last session. Okay, this is something I would like to recap of what Dr. Prabhu was mentioning of today, our journey beyond disease. Okay, this is something all of us need, effort. Okay, this is something I would like to interrelate as what Dr. Prabhu was mentioning. What effort that we have put into our health? That is a big question. If you're honest to yourself, this question will definitely will trigger all of you. Okay, the effort you have given to your body, to yourself, to your to your physical. Okay, this is what you all need to do. And why? Because you have only one body that you all have to pay attention with. With that, this effort can be further further defined as this: epigenetic corrections flourish, feel good, optimal, rapid transformation to all of you. In from now, this is the uh, take home message that I would like to give it to you all is please use this effort abbreviation from now on. Again, I would like to repeat is that epigenetic correction, flourish, feel good, optimal, rapid transformation to all of you. With that, Golden Hands Epigenetics Solution, we are here to guide a practical part of lifestyle that works for you. And what you'll need to do is get in touch with us. Our numbers are there, our website is there, our emails are there. And with that, thank you for attending our webinar. I, myself, Harshita and Dr. Prabhu signing off today from our from Golden Hands Epigenetic Solution until we meet again in our next session. Have a pleasant day. Stay blessed. Be healthy. Get in touch with us. Share this information to all of your friends and everyone. Thank you so much.